there, you're watching the English news program on Lào Cai television. In today's program, we will take up the following highlights. The pure rice variety produced by Lào Cai is set to be approved for circulation in 2025. Converting timber waste into exploitable pellet. Lào Cai City is striving to build a city-life urban street. Following are the detailed contents, please join us in watching the program. Since the beginning of the year, over 3,100 disadvantaged households in 43 communes with high poverty rate across the province have accessed preferential loans, with a total of 218 billion VN dissolved.
This funding originates from the local budget, entrusted to the Vietnam Bank for Social Policies in accordance with Resolution 06 of the Provincial People's Council. At least 1 billion VND per commune will be allocated annually. The maximum loan term is 5 years. This capital is designated for production and business projects leveraging local potential and strengths, contributing to sustainable poverty reduction in communes with high poverty rates. This also reflects Lào Cai's political determination to implement the Central Party Secretariat's directive on strengthening the party's leadership over social policy credit.
2 more pure rice varieties produced by Lào Cai province are set to receive circulation permit. This information was announced by Provincial Agriculture Center at the conference introducing in result of rice research, breeding, and seed production for the 2025 spring crop. The conference was held in Ban Qua Commune's Basa district.
2 pure rice varieties, LC134 and LC35, have completed all necessary procedures and are expected to be licensed for market release by the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment in 2025. These varieties, successfully trialed over 3 to 4 years and especially in this spring crop, possess superior biological traits ideal for intensive cultivation, including high yield, fragrant, delicious, and nutritious rice. Additionally, the Lào Cai Provincial Agricultural Seed Center anticipates licensing 3 more pure rice varieties soon. LC49 and 2 new sticky rice varieties, LC. With these 2 new varieties, the Lào Cai Provincial Agricultural Seed Center will solidify its position as the leading rice seed producer in northern Vietnam, boasting a total of 10 licensed hybrid and pure rice varieties for mass production both within and outside the province. At a recent conference, customers provided positive feedback on the effectiveness of Lào Cai's 2-line, 3-line hybrid and pure rice varieties.
On the morning of May 20, the Provincial Library organized a training sessions on how to use the Cell Library Management System Viet Biblio for school and educational institution librarians across the province in 2025.
From May 20 to 23, 200 participants, consisting of school librarians and educational institution staff across the province, received training from Viet Biblio system experts from Binh Dinh Provincial Library. The training covered installation, setup, and functional exploitation of the Viet Biblio software, along with support for library professional expertise. Participants learned to identify resources on the shared Viet Biblio library management system, including reviewing information resources for operational deployment, printing and affixing barcodes, and configuration and administration.
Dear esteemed audience, byproducts from the wood processing industry such as bank, branches, tree tops, and wood scrap are often considered waste and incur disposal cost. However, in Ba Yên district, some production facilities are transforming these seemingly discarded materials into export-grade biomass pellet. Here's a report from Minh Tân Commune.
At Bon Pho Village, Minh Tân Commune, the Tien Lane one-member trading co. Ltd. Pellet production factory processes about 800 tons of forest byproducts monthly. including bark, branches, sawdust, and waste wood. After chipping, grinding, drying, and pressing, the factory produces 300 to 400 tons of biomass pellets. Most of these are exported to Japan and South Korea, markets known for their high-quality standards.
This is a green, renewable energy source, a strong development trend. It has numerous applications, including use in farms, furnaces, and heating systems in Europe, and furnace systems in Japan. In Vietnam, it's used for boiler systems in industrial zones in Bac Ninh and Bac Giang, gradually replacing coal.
Baoyan district currently has over 40,000 hectares of planted forests and more than 40 timber processing facilities. Annually, these facilities consume 30,000 cubic meters of wood, generating a large amount of byproducts. The development of pellet production facilities like the one in Minh Thanh commune is an effective solution for resource utilization and waste reduction, while also increasing the economic value of planted forests. Currently, pellets sell for over 2 million VND per ton at the factory, providing stable revenue for the business.
I highly appreciate the pellet production model from forest byproducts like firewood, branches, and waste wood from processing facilities. It contributes to environmental protection, increases income for forest growers, and promotes sustainable forestry development.
Beyond environmental and economic benefits, the pellet production model also creates jobs for rural laborers. The factory currently employs 9 local workers stably, with monthly incomes ranging from 7 to 10 million VND.
I used to be a farmer, working at the factory for 3 years now. Maintaining and repairing machines and production is more stable and less arduous than before.
By utilizing available resources and transforming waste into products, the wood byproduct pellet production model in Baoyan contributes to sustainable forestry development and provides stable livelihoods for local residents.
Developing civilized urban streets is one of the important criteria contributing to Lào Cai City achieving Class 1 urban status and serving the interests of its residents. In recent years, Lào Cai City has implemented many practical and effective solutions.
In 2020, the Lào Cai City Party Committee launched a project to develop and enhance the quality of key urban areas and transportation infrastructure in Lào Cai City for the 2020-2025 period. To date, 404 out of 450 streets have been recognized as civilized and 10 as model streets. Evaluation criteria are based on building architecture, infrastructure, lighting, greenery, urban sanitation, urban order, commercial culture and civility, and adherence to state policies and laws. To achieve these results, the city invested resources in urban infrastructure, upgrading roads, drainage systems, lighting, and planting new trees. Social resources were also mobilized for constructing these civilized streets.
These efforts have changed the scale of the city, improved urban aesthetics, met urban standards, and benefited residents.
Lào Cai Ward has been a pioneer in building civilized streets. They developed a plan, formed task forces to monitor progress, organized public meetings to disseminate city policies and civilized street criteria, and encouraged residents to meet these standards.
The ward's appearance has significantly changed in terms of space, architecture, landscape, and public areas, transforming its overall image.
Thanks to this sound policy, these civilized streets are now a highlight that impresses tourists and fosters a stronger sense of belonging among residents.
With improved transportation, trade, economy, and goods exchange have developed better.
Despite upcoming administrative boundary adjustments, the collective effort of residents in building and maintaining these civilized streets marks a significant success for Lào Cai City.
Ladies and gentlemen, our program today is ending. Thank you for your attention.